Okay, welcome to this video, guys. Today we're going to be looking at our sort of last video for this unit, 210, finding the percentage of a number. Now, your learning goal here is still solving problems with percentages and all for operations with fractions and decimals. Okay, so by the end of this, you will want to be able to calculate a percentage of a given number and express one number as a percentage of some other number. Now, let's scroll down. Okay, so why this big deal about percentages? Like, why are we making such a big hullabaloo about it, looking at all these different ways of expressing it, changing it to all different forms? And the reason is because percentages they do this thing they normalize data. Okay, so for instance, if Olivia's going shopping and she wants to buy herself like some really nice pants or something, you know, because she's run out of pants, and she's like, which store should I be going to buy the pants? Now, lots of places have pants at different prices, but one thing you might want to know is, do they have any sales on? Well, it's not going to help you if it's like, well, okay, you could, but for instance, it might be, these $50 pants are only going to be $41.50, but these $60 pants are going to be this other price. How do I know which one's the best deal really quickly? How can I tell? Well, percentages help to normalize that, because stores will tell you their sales amounts, how much their stuff's been reduced from in percentages, because it's way easier to compare percentages than it is with fractions and decimals necessarily. Because it's way easier for Olivia to see that, this store has 35% off pants, whereas maybe this other store has 76.259% off their pants. So she can quickly tell that regardless of how much the pants cost, she's going to get sort of a bigger amount off at this one here, because the percentage kind of normalizes the data and takes all the other factors and numbers and stuff out of it, because we just get everything down to this idea of a percentage, which is really just a fraction, which is really just a ratio of different parts, and it all kind of gets muddled up together. Okay, so a couple of key ideas to sort of blast through with this one here. Basically, it's another sort of looking at different ways of doing calculations. So one of the things you can do is finding percentage of some given number. All right, so for instance, if we have find 30% of $70, you might remember with our fractions that we're like, say, find a quarter of some number, that the word of tells you you should be doing multiplication. So let's rewrite this first. So 30% times $70. Okay. Now, you might remember then from our previous video that 30% is the same thing as if I divide 30% by 100%, I'm going to end up with that's being the same as 0.3 times $70, okay, or 0.3 times 70. Okay. Once you've got it reduced to that level, it's quickly for you to be able to do, right, you know how to do this. 70 times 3, 3 sevens are 2, 1 with the and the 10s there. And so you have 210. And there was one decimal point there, so it's 21. Okay, so that means that 0.3 of $70 is $21. Okay, so that's how you find a percentage of some given number. Okay, now the other one that you want to be able to do is to be able to express one number as a percentage of some other number. Okay, and the way that we go about doing that, is here's this little formula here for you to be able to remember that a percentage is equal to the amount there is divided by the total times 100%. Okay, so let's kind of see how that works. There's like 15 out of the 24 people, including me, in 7JMC have brown hair. Okay, now, so we've got the percent we want, right? So the percent brown hair is equal to the amount over the total times 100%. Okay, So what's the amount that we've got? 15 of them. So 15 out of our total of 24 people times 100%. So now we're just sort of getting a fraction and turning it into a percentage like we just looked at how to do in that last video. So we're going to sort of muck around with that by going, okay, both 24 and 100 are divisible by 4. So we've got a 6 on the bottom now here, and this is 25. And so we're going to do a little bit of multiplication over here. 15 times 25. 5 5s are 25. 5 1 is 5 plus 2 is 7. And we're going to move on to tens now. 2 5s are 10. 2 1s are 2 plus 1 is 3. And it's going to with 375. Done. Okay, so we know that this is going to be 375 over 6%. And you're like, what? 375 over 6%? That doesn't make any sense. So we're going to do a little bit more work with our algorithms over here. 375 divided by 6. 6 into 37 goes 6 times, remainder 1. 6 into 15 goes twice. Remainder 3, 6 into 30 goes 5 times, done. Okay, so this is equal to 62.5%. Okay, so that's how we go about doing our, to express one value as a percentage of another. And that's how we get to that sort of normalization level of creating these percentages. Okay, so again, with the other ones, there's the nuts and bolts of how to go about this. Now you need to sort of sit down and commit some time, sort of smash through some examples in class, and come and see me if you have any issues. Thanks for watching.